All right, what is up, guys? We are on the road to 8% body fat. Right now, I just got to the gym, my apartment gym, and it is 5:38 in the morning. It is currently raining out, so you know you want to be here even less, but we are getting it done. Today we're just gonna have a nice light cardio session. Hurt my back, let's see, a week ago now, a little over a week ago now. So it's still been kind of recovering, but I think this week I'm gonna start lifting. Last week I only did cardio, just kind of getting over it, and it's kind of a past injury I've had that I kind of just reopened up. We are going to hopefully start lifting and hopefully lifting decently heavy this week. But today we are gonna go get some cardio done and just starting the week off right. All right, guys, just got to the car, finished up 1 hour of cardio, 500 calories worth. Ended up going at a 3 mile an hour pace at a 6.5 incline. Walking there, I actually got my feet slightly wet because there's a huge puddle, but still went through it. And I want to say with cardio, and this always happens to me, so I think it was 66 calories in. I go by the calorie, I don't go by the miles that I've gone. So 66 calories in, I ended up just feeling tired. Like it was very hard at 66 calories, and then it got a little bit easier at 100 calories, and then after I hit like 200, it just didn't get any harder, I guess. Super easy though. I find it's interesting how it's harder at like the only 6 minutes in, and then 10 minutes in it's easier, and it just got easier. I find that happens with all workouts with me. I think it's just an object in motion stays in motion. Sometimes you got to get into motion. Hey guys, so we are on to the Physique update. Just finished my cardio maybe 10-15 minutes ago. Not feeling the best, to be honest. I want to say last week I probably only lost maybe a pound at best. Definitely hurt my back, and that threw a lot of things off. Could not work out, like lifting weights. Also, not that I couldn't, but I felt like it wouldn't be the best. It was more my lower back. I feel like everything's kind of connected to that in a sense. This week we're gonna get back onto it. I might add in a couple of extra cardio sessions in order to kind of get back to where we have to be on track. Throughout this whole plan, there's enough buffers to kind of take up for it. I'm not actually sure what I'm weighing in at, mainly because I was a little more lax over the weekend, which I don't exactly like to do, but I was. I think we'll probably get a nice weight tomorrow. Hopefully the weight's decent. I'm probably expecting about 187, to be honest, around there, maybe 186. We'll see. But as of right now, here's where we're at. We'll get into it. So I think a lot of my lower back injury actually had a lot to do with my flexibility, and I'm not that flexible. So I was going and doing some deadlifts, and I just don't think my hips are loose enough for that, for getting low enough. So I kind of think that was the majority of the issue. So I'm kind of making it a point now to start 3 days a week. I'm going to start stretching, just kind of loosening up everything, and also maybe a little bit of yoga here and there. But also I'm going to start my posing practice for the competition. I don't think that's something that you do, like a month out. You need to start practicing. So I'm gonna start doing that, both of those things together 3 times a week. Maybe it might not be this month. We'll see how my back's doing. I don't want to start doing stretches and then hurt my back a little bit more. At least it won't be this week. Probably next is a good time to start. And then for the posing, hopefully I'll get kind of a routine, and then these Physique updates will actually be better for you guys. And then we can just run a montage of how I change. I think that'd be awesome. Time for breakfast. All right, guys, so I am starting my day off with 6 eggs, and it's made up of 2 whole eggs, 4 egg whites, 52 grams of turkey, and I think it was 4 grams of some fat-free mozzarella cheese. Awesome breakfast, super filling. I love how there's basically no carbs in this, so nothing to kind of like slow you down. I understand this is a large volume of food, much needed though after 500 calories worth of cardio. And then I am also having 1 slice of my keto bread, just 1 piece of toast. I think it kind of makes it a little more interesting. I like to do this every now and then. This is maybe slightly more burnt than what I wanted, but what can you do? So one thing I have noticed lately is I'm going to start making smarter choices, being a little more disciplined in the foods that I eat. Sometimes I think lately I might be eating, like, I think you've seen me have pancakes a lot more, and most of the time that's more out of being lazy. But I also feel like, yeah, I can stick to it. I can stick to my diet with having the pancakes, but I don't think it's any easier. I think it actually probably makes it a little bit harder. So I think things like pancakes are probably gonna more so be like a little snack here and there, things like that. But I think I'm gonna mainly stick with like eggs for today. There's a lot of times, like the other day, I had a bunch of like carbs, and then I kind of realized I need more protein, and I could tell mainly because I was just like hungry. It was like an empty hunger. I think I'm gonna just start making more smart decisions like that, just earlier on in the day, making everything easier, not trying to make anything harder. Anyways, this is what I'm having for breakfast, and I will see you soon. All right, hey everyone. We are done with work now. Pretty tired actually. So going over my lunch, I ended up just having a frozen meal. Frozen meal, it was pretty good. It tasted good. They're pretty easy. I think it's honestly just super easy to pack, and that's mainly why I went with that. I had 15 grams of protein, but for 330 calories, that's not great, but it tasted good. It was easy, so why not? That was overall a good lunch. I am going to think about what I'm gonna have for dinner. I'm pretty hungry though right now. Normally for lunch, like if I'm at the office, I tend to have lower calorie meals just because I don't have access to the food. I might starve a little, but there's nothing I can do about it. And that's honestly a good kind of cutting hack. When you don't have food, you can't eat. So the eggs held me over really well, but I did get hungry with my lunch, which that was expected, So I just got home a little bit ago. For my snack, I ended up just having a Diet Dr. Pepper. I'm gonna have my snack a little bit later, whatever that is. So I'm actually just having dinner right now, and I am having 12 ounces of chicken along with a cup of soup. Something I've never tried before, but this last month or so, I've been doing it and I really like it. So in my soup, it is 12 ounces of chicken along with just 1 can of soup. The soup was 250 calories. Altogether, it is a decent amount of food, very high volume, a lot of protein, very easy to make. I highly recommend it. Maybe not as many ounces of chicken. I think this is more chicken than it is soup, but that's how I like it. All right, guys, so it is time for my final snack for today. It's about 8 o'clock right now, so it's gonna be more dessert-ish, kind of. So I'm going to have a Quest S'mores protein bar, only 180 calories, and honestly, it tastes really good. This is what I would almost consider dessert. So that is it for my whole day of eating, exercise, everything fitness related. Hopefully you enjoyed that. As you can see, I take like a couple of meals and just kind of make them either add more protein or, you know, just maybe cut back on the calories a little bit. Little fixes here and there. Makes it a lot easier for sure. So let's go over the calories for today. I actually decided to up my goal of my protein. So now my goal for protein is 200. It's a little over 200 grams of protein. And then for my fats, I took the 5% because I upped my protein by 5%. So I had to take one either carbs or fats down by 5%. I took that from my fats. I feel like my carbs were already low enough. My fats were actually fairly high. Okay, so for today, we were at 1,800 calories. Honestly, all my macros, spot on. And it's kind of rare because I did not plan out anything today. I just have my couple of usuals and I threw things in here and there. So for protein, we hit 205 grams of protein. And what I needed was 203 grams of protein. So that was really good. For my fats, I hit 51 out of 50 grams of fats. I had 1 gram over. That is perfect. For my carbs, I hit 144 out of 135. That is also awesome. And for my fiber, so that's a big one that a lot of people overlook. I'm honestly trying not to have too much, but not too little. I got 42 grams of fiber and I'm supposed to get 38 grams. So very happy with that. Very happy with all my macros, hit them perfectly. Overall, just a good day of kind of getting back into everything. And overall, excited to keep going on the journey. If you guys like this, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this.